It's interesting to note that ladies love free ride, which comes with its own consequences. Let's go check out the details. Hi OJ, I am one of your top fans and I know you'll be busy, but please permit me to disturb you. I got a job last year as a cashier in May at Medina, and I was living with my parents by then in Teshi. The distance wasn't helping, but I had no choice since I had stayed at home 3 years already looking for a job since I completed university. Fast forward, I started this job and my job schedule was 2 p.m. in the afternoon till 11 p.m. in the evening. Then I closed. Looking at the distance from Medina to Teshi and closing around 11 p.m., it was very risky. But I said to myself, I would manage it for some time till I get a better job because I was paid 1,300 by then. So one of these days that I was working, I had closed around 11 p.m. and was looking for a car to 37. Before I take a taxi home, one of the taxi drivers stopped beside me, asked me where I was heading to, and I said 37. And he said I should sit, that he would take me there. I quickly responded, I am not looking for dropping. He said I shouldn't worry. He is heading towards that direction and that I can pay 10 cedis so he takes me there. I agreed and sat in the car. Since it's getting late and I am not getting any other car too. So when we got to 37, he asked further where exactly I was going to at that time of the night. And I told him I stay at Chado in Teshi and I'm coming from work. So he offered to take me home. So we got to my house and this taxi driver did not take anything from me. He took my number and asked me to call him anytime I close, so he will offer a free ride to the house since I close late, considering all the risk involved too. I thought it was a good idea and he was a good man, so I embraced the offer. The next working day, I called and he showed up and took me home without taking anything from me. It continued for like a week. I was happy because my expenses went down. OJ, I closed one evening and again I called him to pick me up. He agreed and came. He used the new highway. So when we got there, he stopped and asked me to come out. I didn't understand OJ. He then forced and tore off my clothes and raped me. After doing that, he took my phone and left me lying there all alone at around 12 o'clock that night. I didn't know what to do. I cried for help, but nobody seemed to walk around that lane. So I had to force myself and walk to the house that day. OJ, it wasn't easy for me that day. I got home and I couldn't tell anyone about what happened. I had one Lydia contraceptive in my bag, so I took it the next morning. I couldn't even go to work or the hospital. I was just down and sad. Fast forward 3 months later, I realized some changes in me. I was always falling sick and feeling dizzy. So I bought some test tube and after checking, I realized I was pregnant. If you enjoy the stories that we share on this channel, please subscribe, share a comment, and keep your post notification on so that whenever we share a new story, you'll be the first person to receive. Subscribe. Let's go. Hey, another frustration, OJ. The contraceptive didn't work. I didn't know what to do since the man also took my phone. I didn't have his number again. I was afraid to abort it too, so I kept it to myself for 5 months, and my mom obviously saw the signs, so I had to tell her everything that happened. My dad was very mad at me, so he asked me to leave his house. I had to save some money, of which I rented a 1-bedroom apartment at Ablekuman for a year. OJ, it hasn't been easy with this pregnancy. Going to the hospital every time because of one health complication or another, and saving for drugs. I have spent almost everything I had on me on drugs. I no longer work because of the incident and also my health issues. My midwife always complains anytime I go for antenatals, saying that my HB is always low and that the baby is very tiny at 8 months of pregnancy. OJ, I am sending you this message because I am a week to 9 months pregnant and I have not even bought anything. Things I will use to deliver when I'm due, I have not bought them. I don't have money to buy these things, and it's only my mom that supports me, but she's also not working and having problems with her knee. I am slowly dying. I am also thinking of giving the baby out for adoption. I don't think I might survive after giving birth, so in case my baby is alive, someone else can come and take care of her for me. Thank you, OJ. Click on this video for more on how he gave gifts to strangers in exchange for their destinies.